Good morning student. This is my sixth video on your topic suppositories. Method of preparation. Method of preparation. While preparing suppository by fusion method, always take a weight of extra two suppository by considering the wastage during transfer of material. When you are preparing suppository with the help of fusion method, you have to calculate or prepare two extra suppository. Example, if you want to prepare 8 suppository, then take amount of drug and base for the 10 suppository for the extra 2 calculation. Clean and lubricate the mold. Keep mold in inverted position on ice bath so as to remove the excess lubricant from the mold cavity. First of all, you have to clean your mold and lubricate with the help of lubricating agent. Keep it in inverted position in our ice bath to get the lubricated from cavity. Remove the excess lubrication in your cavity. Melt suppository base in porcelain dish on water bath. Add drug into the molten base with continuous stirring. And then you have to melt your suppository base in your petri dish or in porcelain dish and add your drug by continuous stirring. Transfer this content in mold cavity in excess amount and place mold on your ice bath. This melted suppository base plus drug you have to transfer into your mold an excess amount. After solidification, scrap excess amount of open mold and you have to, after the solidification, you have to cut your excess amount of your drugs plus base. Remove suppository and wrap with thin foil or waxes. Prepare and pack it into suitable container. And this suppository you have to remove and pack in your suitable container or waxes. Then evolution of suppository, that is evolution of suppository, nothing but your quality control test of your suppository that you have to conduct by. If you are prepared or you have formulated suppository, it should be has a good quality, whether it is the follow or achieve the standard given by the IP as well as BP. Then visual inspection, you can be visually inspection with the help of visual inspection you can be analyze your suppository. There is a brilliance, dullness, moting, crack, dark region, axial cavity, burst, air bubble, hole etc. are checked by visually. These are the brilliance, dullness, moting, tiny cracks, dark region, axial cavity, burst as well as air bubble was found that can be easily observed by the visual inspection. Then second, odor. A change in odor may also indicative of degradation of process. If there is a change in odor, it means as a degradation will be takes place. That can be observed by taking the odor. Then third is weight variation test. Weight variation test. Weight individual 20 suppository and determine the average weight. We have to firstly weight 20 individual 20 suppository. Take a weight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to the 20. Complete the individual weight with average weight and compare the individual weight with your average weight. If suppose your suppository having weight 20 gram and you have to putting the divided by 20, it gives 2 gram, and compare your one suppository weight with your individual weight. In this way, weight variation you can be calculated. Melting point determination. Melting point can be determined by placing a small diameter wire into mold containing the suppository. Melt before then form a solidified. First of all, you have to place the wire in your suppository mold before the solidification. The form is the immerse in water held by the wire and temperature of liquid is rise slowly 1 degree every 2-3 minutes until the suppository slip of the wire. This is the melting point of your suppository, and you have to place your suppository in water bath. Increase your temperature 2-3 minutes every 1 hour, and there is a escape of your wire from your suppository, that is your melting point of your suppository. It means it get melt. It has a, when you are get melt, the wire will be free to come out. Then melting range test. Melting range test. It is time taken for entire suppository to melt when in constant temperature, that is 37 degrees Celsius. When you are taking the suppository at 37 degrees Celsius, it get melt. Suppository under the test is completely immersed in the constant water bath, and time for the whole suppository to melt or disperse in surrounding water is measured. How much amount of solid get dispersed or melt in your water, that you have to measure with the help of this technique. Liquefaction or softening time test, which is measure the time required for suppository to liquefy under the pressure similar to those found in rectum in the presence of water at 37 degrees Celsius. This is the standard procedure or standard condition will be applied at laboratory level. In general, liquefaction should not take longer than about 30 minutes. And this condition, when you are preparing such condition, that is pressure, temperature and hollow portion, then that cavity, how much amount of time required to get liquefied, that should not be more than 30 minutes. Mechanical strength crushing test. The Eureka method is used for this test. There is a apparatus used to check your strength of your or crushing test of your suppository. The mechanical strength should not be less than 1.8 to 2 kg as measured by the Eureka method. There is a Eureka instrument, and this Eureka method, there should be 1.8 to 2 kg as measured by the Eureka method. That should not be more than that. Deformation time. This can be determined by placing a known weight on suppository inside a known pH medium at given temperature, not more than 37 degrees Celsius. You have to place your suppository in your suppository known pH medium, and where the suppository you have to place the weight. The time taken for the suppository to lose its shape in deformation time for the suppository. When you are adding the weight over the suppository, it requires the time to get the deformation. That is nothing but there is a libration or there is a breakage of your suppository which takes place, and that time you have to determine. Content uniformity. The dose to dose variation can be accomplished by content uniformity, in which suppository are randomly chosen to check drug content uniformity as per specific given in respective pharmacopoeia. If you want to check the content uniformity at randomly, you have to choose your suppository and take that suppository, and that suppository content you have to verify with your respective pharmacospecification given by your pharmacopoeia. According to the Pharmaceutical Codex 1993, preparation of suppositories with an active ingredient less than 2 gram or less than 2% of the total mass must be complied with the test for content uniformity. It should be 2 gram or less than 2% total mass comply with your for content uniformity. Using suitable assay method to determine the content uniformity, you have to go for the assay method. Then in first limit test, if your average of limit specification in potency definition in individual monograph is 100% or less, each 10 doses until as determined from the content uniformity method lie within the range 85% to 115%, the label claim as a relatively standard deviation is less than 6%. If you are formulated or content uniformity of 10 tablet was found to be 85% to 115%, in that if 6% was found to be the content uniformity, were not found in content uniformity, that should be acceptable. If 1 minute outside the range, 85 to 115. If In out of 10, there is a 1 unit has a out of range, that is 85% to 170% of label claim. No unit is outside the range 75 to 125. If it has a 85 to 170, it has a limit. It has a 1 unit has a content deformity. But when we are considering the 75 to 120, there should be 0. There should be 0. Label claim if is relatively standard deviation is greater than 6%, both condition will prevail. Suppose this condition was observed in 85 to 175 and 75 to 125. If there is a content uniformity was found more than 6%, in that cases what you have to do? You have to go for test 20 additional units. What you have to do? You have to go for 20 additional units. The requirement are met if the more than 1 unit of 30 is outside the range of 85 to 175 label claim and no unit outside the range 75 to 125 of label claim, and relative standard deviation of 30 dosage unit does not exceed 7.8%. 7.8%. These are the, you can be take another 20. In 20 there is a found is a 1 unit was found to be a content uniformity, which was 85 to 100% was range. In that range that will be the not found. You have to go for 30 units, and out of 30 units, if there is a 1 claim or 1 was found that there is a 7.8% deformities, content uniformities, it should be acceptable. Then limit test, limit B. If the average weight of average of the limit specification in potency definition in individual monograph is greater than 100%. The potency of your definition individual monograph greater than 100%, except that the word label claim are replaced by word label claim is replaced by word label claim multiplied by average value of doses unit tested expressed as a percent label claim divided by 100. Same repetition, same limit test was done, which limit in A that should be you have to do and just you have to express in percent label claim divided by 100. What are the label claim they are providing? You have to just multiply or divide the 100. You got the percentage, and that is your limit B test. Then dissolution study. As per US FDA, hydrophilic suppository that release the drug for dissolving in the rectal fluid can be evaluated by basket, paddle, flow through cell method. These are the instruments. Using this instrument, you can be analyze the dissolution. For lipophilic suppository, modified basket method, a paddle method with wire, screen and sinker are used. Modified flow through cell with specific dual chamber suppository cell. These are the instruments used for the lipophilic as well as hydrophilic suppository dissolution test. Then dissolution study. As per US FDA, stability study. Then lastly is stability study. Suppository in container are placed at respective temperature and relative humidity condition and should be evaluated for appearance, color, assay, degradation, product, particle size, softening range, disintegration and dissolution at 37 degrees Celsius and microbial limit. These are the standard pro forma for the storage of your suppository, and after storage of your 8 days, whatever will be the 24 hours, whatever will be the 7 days or 8 days, after that you have to observe the appearance, color, assay method, degradation of product, particle size, softening rays, disintegration, dissolution at 37 degrees Celsius as well as microbial count you can be studied. In this way, you can be study the stability study of your suppository. So thank you.